Hello and welcome to Transport Fever. This is a new channel. As you may have guessed, it's one video on YouTube. I just wanted to say a few things before we get started, and this is probably going to sound off the cuff and very sort of, it's unscripted. It's just me waffling on. But the reason I wanted to do something like this is because that I've been playing Train Fever, Transport Fever, and a lot of PC games for a long time now, and thoroughly enjoyed them. And recently I started going through some issues at work and at home, some mental health issues, and suffered from depression slightly. I found that when I spent some time off work, I did isolate myself slightly, but I did spend a lot of time playing these games to take my mind off what I had going on. A lot of credit goes down to other YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that are doing similar things with this game and others. Skystorm, Colonel Failure, Work the Space, he does Football Manager videos. But to name just a few people that have sort of helped me in a way, their videos have sort of been a bit of an inspiration for me to want to do something like this. I haven't started this out as a monetization thing. I just want to play some games, stream it, maybe tell my story a little bit, maybe raise some awareness. Who knows where this is going to lead, but obviously we're going to start with Transport Fever 2. Obviously great game. As I'm new to this, please put up with my waffling, if the bad audio, all that kind of stuff. Just bear with me. Maybe as the videos go by, we will get better and better at editing the videos, audio, all that kind of stuff. So basically we've started with a map. It's in the Alps. Well, I would like to think it's in the Alps. I've used Swiss names, so let's just zoom out a minute. So it's fairly sort of normal map, large in size. I've played through on larger maps and managed to get minimal lag. So there's times when you have to turn the settings down and things like that. But it's in the Alps. Swiss names, a lot of them I won't be able to pronounce properly. I'll give it a go, but if people do start watching this video, then you're more than welcome to correct me. I did jump into this map briefly before I started filming this video, so I sort of just to look around, see what we've got, and just sort of make a little start. And what I did was I wanted to start in sort of middle-ish of the map, so I wanted to start near the water and roughly around the middle. So we started in this little town called Pridefort. I presume that's a silent T there. So what I did is I started a little bus line just to ship people around the town. And what I did was I just started a little coach and horses, chucking over the stone to the brick factory and then bricks into the town. So just a little start, gets us going. Let's have a little ride here. There he is. Very stiff horses there. Very stiff. Little man on a top hat. Missing the reins though. But I think this game is just absolutely brilliant. I think it's a huge improvement on the on Transport Fever 1. I don't know what you can say about the game really to make it better. I mean, obviously there'll be continued patches to make it better and stuff like that. But I mean, the optimization of the game, will be better in time. Hopefully, less lag in the late game. But I mean, it's visually very, very pretty. I mean, the things you can do. I've done a run through on a tropical map, I'm sure, as we all have, because it's a new feature. But yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I'm sure you're all enjoying it. So we zoom out. So what we have, so we've already got the stone shipping in here. Obviously, we're not shipping enough at the moment, but as you can see from this. Let's just bring this over, and this. the rate is roughly the same. So I can up this as I can take more bricks in the town at the moment. So what I will probably do is get a couple more videos. What a wally. So we get a couple more horses and carts. I will go free. Let's go free onto this line because it's going to make us money, and making money in the early game is quite essential, especially with coaches and buses and stuff like that. I always like to generally start in 1850 with maps. A lot of people like to start in later game and, you know, play free play and stuff like that. But I have got sandbox mode on as well, which is it's not cheating per se. I mean, I have to be careful in here not to accidentally press numbers in and put my money up. I promise I won't. Yeah, sandbox mode allows you to sort of slightly move, you know, factories and food processing plants and all that kind of stuff. So we'll give that a go. Obviously, it can look aesthetically better. So there we go. We got so let's just so we just up the rate here. So we're up to 28 on the stone line. So what we need to do here, so the rate here will also correspond to the bricks that go into town. So this is the brick line, and then so now the brick line is only at 21. So what we do here is we're going to manage vehicles, add another, it goes up to 28. There we go. So roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 on there, 4 on there, and roughly, you know, we're going to be shipping the same amount as, you know, we're able to ship over from the stone there. We'll leave that as it is for now, because what I want to do is link up our first town. Praz the Fort is only a small town, it's 113 residents, but what I want to do is I want to link up another town, and this town is slightly bigger and we haven't touched it yet. So what I want to do is just put a little bus line in. So let's get a little bus line in here. So we want buildings and bus tram stop. Lovely. So the residential area over here, because obviously emissions at the moment emissions will be quite low, so we're not gonna worry about that too much for now. When we start putting trains and stuff in, obviously we want to get the trains going into the right areas of town, so we'll leave that there for now. So one is a bus stop. Probably I could have one just at either end of the town here. So let's go bang, and let's say, so I have it around the corner there, or do I have it at the top of the road here? What do we think, guys? I'll probably have it just here. So one at either end of the game. We can probably up that. It's quite a big town. But once the town starts growing and stuff, and the roads, you know, start building themselves, obviously I like to sort of add in the roads myself as we get into the later game. Just to make them, because sometimes they do some roads that sort of like just go a bit diagonal here, and you know it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to me. So what we'll do is we'll just monitor that as we go. So let's go. We need a depot. So let's. Sorry for the sniffles as well, guys, because I have a bit of bronchitis and a bit of a sniffly cold. So, and before you say it, it's not coronavirus. I'm bored and fed up of people saying that. But you know, you don't blame them. It's pretty crazy what's going on right now. You know. So let's put this in right here. Because what we will do as well is we will put in a bus station at some point, which will take us up to Praz the Fort. So we'll link the two towns up, and we'll have some horse and carts sort of going between, and that should help the smaller town grow. So what we want to do here is get us a new line. So as you can see with these new lines, I try and label them just bus, truck. Generally they go over, But I mean, yeah, but any spellings and all that kind of stuff, spelling issues, please let me know. But generally I use B, T, all that kind of stuff. So let's do another line. What I do need to do, I do have a mod for extra colours here, so I'm going to add that in at some point. I have been using other mods in other games. I haven't got any mods loaded right now, which I probably will do at a later stage of the game. But I want to play a run through on a temperate map just for now. And yeah, we'll see how we go, and if we want to add in bits later to sort of improve the game, then yeah, let's go for it. Always open to suggestions as well. So let's put this in bus, and the name of the town has bypassed me, so let's just put the bus stops in. Oh, what have we done there? So bus, oh, Sasgrund. Yep, told you my pronunciation would be very poor. So let's put that in. And we'll probably change the bus to red because I'm from London and London buses are red. Simple, simple. So let's just add the second stop in there. Bang, bang. And there we go. So let's put that in there. And what we will do now is buy vehicles. And what we will do is we'll probably just put one of these stagecoaches on for now. Or should we put two? Should we put two? Let's put two. Two it is. Okay. Two. Apologies, guys. Sasgrund. There we go. So we've got two buses on there, and we're going to get people moving here now. Now, we've got people moving in both towns, and we've got some more jobs growing here, and more shopping facilities and stuff like that. So this will enable people to move between the towns for work. So, what we want to do now is, what I could do is, I could just use the two bus stops we already have to save money, which is probably what I will do. So, let's put a new line. Let's go from here to, what's closer? Is it quicker to just go straight up and have it there or there? What's your guess, guys? I will go there. Or there? No, let's check. I just think that the distance is quite far, so although I don't think this is gonna matter. So let's go here. So it just looks a little bit better with the line routing when it just goes straight up. Although I don't know why it flies all the way past the bus stop to come back there, and it happens the same with the local buses. I wonder why. If someone knows, maybe they can tell me. So, what colour do we want these sort of National Express buses? If you're from Britain, you'll know what National Express is, or the Mega Bus. So let's call it the Mega Bus. So what's it? Blue. The Mega Bus in the UK is blue. It's a bit cheaper than the National Express. It's handy sometimes, but you know, when trains in the UK are so expensive, the Mega Bus can be the cheaper option. So let's go Mega Bus. Let's call it SAS and 2 Praz. Okay. I mean, it's not a mega bus at the moment because we're using horse and carts that are probably going to take absolutely forever to get up here anyway. So let's do this now. Let's whack on buy vehicles. We'll do it over here. And stagecoaches. How many do you think we need? Do we start with 2 here? Actually, no, I've got an idea here. So to spread them out, because they do naturally spread themselves out a little bit, but to spread them out, let's do this. Let's go 1, and let's get it on the Megabus line. And what we'll do quickly is we'll run over here to Praz, and we'll go buy vehicles, stagecoach 1. And what we'll do, we'll speed it up. So by the time I go back and forth quickly, just to get these spread out, we'll do that. So there's another one. Pop that on there. And then we'll go down here. See, he's already there, picking up. No passengers, but that's alright. So let's go another one here. Buy vehicles, 1. pop back here, and then put a fourth on. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Buy. There we go, on there. And we'll leave it as 4 for now. And obviously, because I generally think that intercity bus routes and sort of like, you know, bus routes between town, they do seem to get extremely popular very quickly, and they are very good earners, and they rarely lose money. Obviously the distance between the two towns will matter, because we can only carry 4 passengers. So let's see how that runs anyway, and we'll go with it, and we'll run with it for now. So obviously we've already got passengers here. So, you know, look, we've already got 2 waiting for. There we go. Look, 16 already on the local bus here. So wow. So we're really going some here. Madison there, Charlotte Johnson, was that? Elizabeth. They're not very Swiss names, are they? I wonder if you can change all the names to Swiss. Sarah Roberts, Ava. It could be Swiss, I guess. Charles, Charlie boy. Seth Green. Wasn't he an actor? Wasn't he in Austin Powers, Gold Member? Wasn't he the son? Yeah. I'm going back a bit there, guys. I don't know if you remember that, but you know, good film. Anyway, so because we're already rocking, you know, full buses here, let's put a couple more on here. So should we just double? Look, we've got 18 there. Let's double. So we'll clone. See, we're already. I mean, you know, I always like to start out with just the minimal, and then go from there. But as you can see, there's loads of people walking around town here. I mean, obviously, it's such a bigger town to over here at Praz. But at Praz now we have some people moving. 145 up to 145 already. So you can see the town has grown. So, and we've already got 15 people waiting for the megabus. So what we'll do quickly is pop a few more on here, clone, and then what we'll do is pop a couple more on here, buy vehicles, 2, and what we will do is just hold on a minute. Because what happens is when you clone vehicles sometimes is they just come out of any old vehicle depot. So what they've done is they've actually come out of this one here. So what I will do then is I'll put them on anyway, and hopefully in time they do spread each other out, because obviously we've got 19 people there waiting anyway. So that's one. So there we are. We've linked up our first 2 towns there. Where do we go from here? So I've always feel like in early parts of the game I tend to concentrate on moving people and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this time I got the stone line in early, which is not what I would usually do, but it was, you know, it's a pretty easy connection to make there. So I thought, why not? Obviously, you know, this line already needs some optimization and things like that. But I'm thinking that we start a fuel line already, because this is such a big town. This can take 71 fuel already, and that would be a massive earner. Obviously, trains at this point are a little bit expensive. And I like to just sort of make a little bit of money and get the lines working a little bit before we sort of move on to sort of trains, because we do have plenty of industry around, plenty. So we will work that out. I think a fuel line will go in a later episode. So what I want to do for now is maybe link up a 3rd town. So basically what we could call these so these 3 cities here, sort of on the river. We're going a little bit south here. Is this south? I mean, it could be south or it could be north, but yeah, let's call it south. Let's call this south. So we have this town here, Gumifens. I tell you what, these pronunciations are absolutely crazy. So what we could do here is, what I'm thinking is we could have a bus line from here to here and another bus line from here to here. These will probably make me money early in the game, and I just think I just want to get the earnings up, and then as obviously I've got the date off at the moment, so we're not actually going anywhere. But as time is sort of going on, we can sort of add to that, and obviously we still have a loan to pay off. So we had a 5 million loan to begin with. I don't want to eat into that too much, just because it seems a bit pointless to me. And while we're here, we can just have a quick look. Obviously, at the moment, we're sort of like, it's hard to say what we're earning, what we're not, but obviously the loan interest is £45,000 per year, and but I mean, you can see we're starting to make some road profit, which is good, but it's obviously minimal because we can only carry minimal passengers. But as you can see, these bus stops are getting full up already, so we can add, which I'll probably do offline. I'll probably do some additions and some optimizations offline, so you haven't got to bore you with it too much, because not too much building is going to go on in this first episode. So let's set up another bus line here. So let's do just a small one. So what we'll do is maybe we'll do right at the end there for growth, right at the end here. And what we'll do is we'll do one just right here, okay, and right here. Okay, so I know that's a bit overkill, we don't need all those, but I'm just thinking for growth's sake, those bus stops will cover the whole city, even if it grows all around here. And, generally the towns do, once they start getting people moving to them, they do sort of jump up. So this is at 62, this will jump up to, 100, 150, 200 pretty quickly. So let's do that. Okay, so let's get a bus depot in here. So buildings, bus depot. I mean, you can see another 15,000 there, but at the end of the day, needs must. But that's 20,000. I want to see if I can get this a little bit cheaper. Every penny counts at this stage of the game. Just to add, we are playing on sort of medium difficulty. I have played it on hard, and there isn't actually too much difference, I don't think. I mean, you people may think the same. I've just what I just did there is I got the smoother button out, and I've got to learn that the smoothing button is just not cool early game. It's just not cool. So let's just I need to stop myself doing that. Every time I go near that button, it's like, nope, not allowed. Stay away, Mark. Okay. Alright, so let's go. Buy vehicles, passenger. And what we're going to do is we're going to just jump 2 here for now. New line. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. And what we're going to do is just name that line and make it red. So let's go to manage line. What do we want here? Bus, Goomer Fens, and there we go. And we want it red. We want it red. London bus red. So there we go. So we got a little bus thing going on there. So what we want to do now is add in a link between Goomer Fens and Praz and SAS and Goomer Fens. So let's do that now. So let's do that. So let's just do a quick line. So let's just what we want? New line. Blue. And another new line. Blue. So this one, line 1, is gonna go from, it's gonna be quite a full bus stop though. I wonder if we can. I'm thinking let's do it from here, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking shortly. So let's do that one. So that's in, boom, and that one is Megabus SAS to Goomer Fens or SAS. I don't know. You're gonna have to help me. So let's do this again, megabus, and this one will be Praz to Goom Offense. Lovely. Right, that's in. So all I need to do now is this one needs the stations put in. Click stations to add. So what we're going to do here, okay, is because I don't want these stations are only small for now, and they do tend to get really busy with these sort of intercity mega buses that we're doing. So what I want to do is I want to spread it out. So I want to go from here to and we're going to go to this bus stop here. Okay, so that's done. But what I was thinking is, because we did that link there, so let's grab ourselves a road. Okay, so what we got here is the bus stop is there. So what I'm thinking is we do a little road here that goes across. A bit laggy there. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Interesting. I'll have a little play with that, because I haven't had problems before, but we'll have little problems. But anyway, let's whack this road in. So this road, what this road will do, there we go. So that road has now sort of taken the buses around this way, so we're not overcrowding this bus stop. There we go. So what I will do, I'll do that over the other side as well. So we'll do that here, because we linked up this bus stop here. So I'll grab a road again. What I might do is just extend this road out slightly, and then what we have is we have just a direct road here. And what I might do is just make this a street as well. And there we go. And that's before it goes into a country road. So this should do the same now. There we go. And it does go round, but that's fine. But then we are not clogging up the roads. That's great. Right. So we are now on course. So what I might do, because these roads are sort of like the AI sort of sends these roads out and builds it itself and sort of grows naturally. What I might do is just link that up. So those two roads were put in by the AI, and I didn't do them personally, but let's just check, and there we go. And just sort of like traffic precautions, early traffic precautions, it's pretty good to sort of do that. So what we want to do now is we want to add our vehicles. So we've got passenger. So let's go what? Let's go. I'm going to go big. I'm going to go big. Well, no, I'm going against my rules. So let's go 2 from here. And let's put these on Praz Goom Fens. And what we'll do down here in Goomy Fens, I think we're going to get nicknames for all these. So we'll get another 2 down here. And that one is Praz Goom Fens. And what we'll do here is buy another 2. And they will go on the SAS Goom Fens line. There we go. And what we'll do is last 2 go up to here, buy vehicles 2, and then they will go on the SAS Goom Fens line. So obviously I just wanted to, it's just a very quick way to spread them out a little bit. So what we've got here is we've got, you know, this has already jumped to 221 just from adding that bus line and going from there. So, you know, at the moment, obviously, we're not using petrol or anything like that, so the emissions are very low. There is an option to turn emissions off if the game does actually sort of like get a bit tasty and all that kind of stuff. But turning emissions off grows the towns very, very quickly. And when the towns grow like extremely quickly, you obviously get to the end game a little bit quicker, and you know, towns get outrageously big, and it gets to the limits of what the game can actually do. I mean, I haven't got a crazy PC. I mean, it's good enough. I mean, you know, I'm looking at upgrading the processor and things like that, but that's a very technical stuff I'm sure you don't want to hear about. I'm sure I'll have some upgrades to my own computer at some point, and we can and the end game, and well, you know, once we get updates from Urban Games, you know, things will be a bit better in the late game. I'm having a little issue with this bridge at the moment, is that the horses are really struggling to get over this bridge. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm scared to take it out because, I mean, if you look, it's £100,000 for a bridge, basically. Maybe a little bit less if I just sort of, you know, stretch it out here. But yeah, it's 100,000, you know. So I'm not sure whether I want to take it out for now and I want to leave it. So let's leave it. We'll see how we go, and we'll go from there. What I'm going to do now is, now we've sort of run a roll, I'm going to turn the date on half speed, and we're going to let it run a little bit, and we'll see how we go. So just as a little start, sort of a first video, this has been sort of like, you know, a bit of a learning curve for me. I'm just kind of waffling on a little bit, and I hope it's not too bad, and I hope you're able to sit and listen without me, you know, chatting absolute rubbish. So let's have a look at our lines. So, you know, we've just started these lines, so we've got a little bit of profit going on here. So let's just be aware that these lines have just started. So once these megabuses start circulating properly, we will get some profit going on these buses. So you can see the SAS bus is already going crazy here, and we're losing a little bit of money on these new lines we've just put in, but they will start making money eventually. They always start a bit low, but every other line that has had a little bit of time to bed in is now making some money, which is good. So what we're going to do, I mean, I'll have a think about offline, and I'll do some little, some small optimizations, maybe some additions of some trucks and stuff to get some more money coming in and stuff like that. But yeah, and then hopefully by the next episode we'll make a plan to sort of maybe link some other towns up, or perhaps get some fuel going. We've got Gumafens and SAS both need fuel, so maybe we can do that, or maybe we can just carry on linking up towns and, you know, getting some bus routes in and stuff like that. If you do come across this video and you did listen to the start of it, then yeah, basically it's not something I'm going to go on about all the time in my, you know, my issues with mental health and stuff like that. But over time, you know, maybe sort of it's something we can sort of bring awareness to, and, you know, if people do start watching my videos, then fantastic. But bye for now, guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.